Coming up on today's video. We go to Magna Science Adventure Centre.
Magna is located on the outskirts of Sheffield, not far from Meadowhall and the M1. It's a former steelworks and there's loads of information related to its history, but there's also tons of hands-on educational play in the 4 pavilions: air, earth, fire and water. As well as that, it has a huge outdoor park and a splash area. This was our first time visiting and we didn't quite know what to expect, but there was loads to do and so much that the girls enjoyed. The first area we went to was the water pavilion. The girls are absolute water babies and always have been, so this was right up their street.
Mama, let's go.
That's it. You might need to do a rain dance to make the rain come.
It was probably their favourite part of the day, aside from maybe the park. There was loads of stuff to interact with. They could find out how much water was in their body, they learnt about how canal locks work, and just got in there and played with so many different things. They absolutely loved it. It was quite hard getting them to move on, but it was really good fun.
His eyes.
This is how people love Claire. This is how people come out. So you just hold them down.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know, but you hold them down. And if you get snow on it, then you've got to
So cold.
My boat's going, Mama. My boat's going.
That's called a lock.
Once we could finally get them away from the water pavilion, we took the lift downstairs to the earth pavilion. There were quite a few things closed for refurbishment that they couldn't play with, which was a little bit disappointing, but they really enjoyed pushing the little wheelbarrows around and they were loading the rocks into the rock sorter. They enjoyed pretending to blow up something in the quarry, and they were having fun lifting things or trying to. So it was good fun, but definitely not a patch on the water pavilion. After Earth, we headed up to Air. Once we got out of the lift, there was a really cool smoke sort of machine that they really enjoyed, but it was quite noisy in the sort of atrium area because the fire level was doing the big melt, which was really noisy. We went inside the actual air area and there were quite a lot of people in there, so it was really, really loud. And there's loads of things going on, sound machines and different things that make noises, but there was some really cool stuff. The tornado particularly was awesome, and they enjoyed playing on the music machine, pressing the different buttons to make different sounds, but in the end it just got a bit too loud for them, so we decided that the best thing to do was to go and get some time outside and check out the park. The park itself is absolutely huge. There were so many things to play on for all different age groups, which was really awesome. The splash park was closed, which we didn't realise it only opens at the weekends and in the school holidays. So that was one of the things that the girls were particularly looking forward to. It was quite a warm day. That was a little bit of a shame, but it did say on the website we just hadn't noticed it. They were playing for a good while out in the park before we got hit with a big rainstorm. It was still absolutely boiling, but the rain just came from nowhere, so it cut the trip short a little bit, but it was a lot of fun. They enjoyed climbing and the zip line and just playing, just having the chance to run around in the fresh air, but honestly I couldn't believe how big the park was. And of course, before heading home, you got to check out the gift shop, so that's what we did. There was a selection of different things, crystal type things, as well as different fidget type toys and a few other bits and bobs, and some Magna branded items. There were just a few things that the girls found a bit challenging. Some areas are really dark, and they didn't like that very much. Also, some of the areas are really, really noisy, which they did take their ear defenders, so that helped for them. So if you have a child who is a bit more sensitive to noise, definitely a good idea to take ear defenders. One really cool thing is once you've paid once, you can go for the rest of the year. So I'm pretty sure we'll be back at least to go to the park and the splash area. Overall, a really good day out for all the family.
We'd love it if you became our subscriber.